Hey, it's Rob Levy again. Wanted to touch base with you this time and talk about something that people have been asking me. And they're all saying, hey, Rob, what's motivating people to move right now? And of course, we're talking about buyers and sellers here. Again, I'm a real estate agent in Portland, Oregon. I've been at this for almost 33 years. I've been one of the top agents in town. And we've had people move from all over the world to Portland and people move from Portland to all over the world. So I kind of looked up some of these stats, and I'm reading them on my iPad here, and they're going to be popping up on your screen, sharing in just a minute. So let's start at the very beginning. So what's going on? In this slide here, it actually shows you what states people are moving into and what states people are moving out of. Now, I'm in Oregon. I'm in the Portland, Oregon area, and you can see that that's blue. So that's heavy in-migration in the Portland area, and actually the state of Oregon in general. The gray ones are pretty much stable, and the yellow states are states where there's lots of people moving out. And we've got lots of people moving out of California. Now, a lot of those, you guys have read about this, you've seen it on TV, on the news. They're going to many places. They're going to Texas, they're going to Nevada, they're going to Arizona. A lot of them are coming to Portland, Oregon because A, it's much less expensive than cities in the Bay Area and the Los Angeles and San Diego and Sacramento areas. B, it's kind of the same politics and it's the same time zone. So it's real close to mom and dad. We have a lot of cases of young kids getting out of college and they get their first job in the Los Angeles area. They can't afford to buy a house, but they move to Portland, they can afford to buy a house. So we're seeing a ton of that. As a realtor in Portland, I'm also seeing a lot of parents following up later and just buying small condos or small houses just so they can pop up and see their kids occasionally and have their own place. So that's where they're coming from. Interestingly, income and migration are inversely related. So what this slide shows is kind of interesting, and I guess we all kind of know this, is the more money you've got, the more chances are you're going to be moving. Now, granted, a lot of those are job related, and you're kind of dictated to move because that's where your new job goes. And obviously, those people that are moved a lot make more money. But these are interesting statistics, seeing how that's changed from 2010 to 2019. There's definitely been a significant change on how that's working. And to back that up, this slide right here talks about how COVID is wealthy people moving again. So residential mover rate by household income, and you can see there, going back to 2010, all the different years, and all of a sudden 2020, whoa, people are really starting to move. So they're moving for their jobs, they're moving for lifestyle, they're moving for other reasons. There's a lot of people retiring. I was talking to somebody recently at Social Security, and they were saying that they've had the largest influx of people apply for Social Security that they've ever had, and they're running about 3 months behind. And what's happening is what they're saying is that people that are eligible for Social Security, you can take it at basically 62, and then you can take it between 66 and 67, depending what year you're born, and that's full, where you don't have to pay any money back, basically. And then, of course, you can delay it till you're 70, and it gains 8% per year. Well, a lot of people are actually taking it now earlier than they used to, and they're blaming that on COVID because people are retiring and taking Social Security and saying, hey, I might as well enjoy what's coming. So we're seeing a lot of people moving, and these wealthy people that are moving, a lot of those are moving to second home markets. I sell homes also in the Palm Springs area. Palm Springs is absolutely going crazy, booming. Arizona, same way. Florida, same way. New Mexico, same way. Hawaii, same way. Oregon coast, same way. North Carolina coast and South Carolina coast, same way. So people are moving to second home destinations permanently, and we're seeing a ton of that. And those tend to be people that actually have a little bit more money as well. Or, by the way, where did that money come from? It came from equity in their houses in most cases. So these are people that bought houses a very long time ago that have paid down their houses, built up equity because the houses have gone up in value, and now they're buying full-time destination houses in second home markets. And then those people, again, are buying smaller homes in the market that they're moving from so they can come back and visit their family. This one's interesting. It's got remote work is driving the 2020 migration boom. Yeah, we all know that. Here in Portland, I know we're seeing tons of people move from California, like I talked about earlier, for all those very reasons. But it's the work part that's interesting because all of a sudden these people are being told, hey, you can work from home, wherever that is. And so they can make their home anywhere where they've got internet. So we're seeing people move to Mexico. We're seeing people move to the Caribbean. It's a little difficult to go to Europe, but we are seeing a lot of in-migration to different areas around North America where it's, it's kind of on the same internet reliability, all that sort of stuff. And so this chart here really talks about that and how that's really changing. And it is remote work that is driving that boom. So case in point, we just sold a house in the 900 plus range all of the offers on the house actually came from people in California. So this is an upscale house in my market, beautiful 100-year-old home, completely remodeled. And it was younger families that had bought houses for like 3, 4, 500,000 in the San Jose area, areas like that are now selling them for $1 million. They've got $500,000 in cash. They've got a little bit of extra money, and they're buying these houses. So we're seeing some of that in our market, and we're seeing a ton of local people buying in our market, particularly trading up. But the remote work is a big part of it. So remote work is the number one thing. So of course, home offices are a huge deal. And so all of a sudden, 4-bedroom houses, 5-bedroom houses become extremely popular versus pre-COVID, it was actually going the other way because people were selling the big houses as the kids moved out and they're buying smaller houses, and it was getting tougher to sell those bigger houses. Well, now the bigger houses, or not necessarily bigger houses, but houses with more rooms have become really popular. Home offices, if you've got 2 people working from home, it's difficult to share one room and both be on the phone at the same time. And fitness studios. Fitness studios is a big thing because all the gyms were closed for the last year. And that trend is kind of continuing where gym membership is shown to be dropping. So fitness trends, how active adults are staying fit in 2021 versus 2020 on this chart right here. You can see for yourself, it explains all of the details there where they're basically, most of them are working out at home. So that's a driver. And then the third thing is outdoor space. So outdoor space has become huge. All of a sudden, I just read recently that requests for outdoor kitchens are up 160%. So people are building patios, they're building pools in many markets. If you want a pool installed today, you're basically looking at a 1.5-year wait to get a pool installed. So people are basically doing all of their entertaining in their backyard in the summertime, or depending where you're living, climate-wise, and they are updating their outdoor spaces. I know we recently converted a yard into a beautiful patio with a fire pit and everything else, and kind of got an outside living room out there, and it's wonderful. There's a lot of people that are doing that sort of thing. So why are they doing all of this now, and why are they talking about buying these new houses now? It's mortgage rates. And this chart right here talks about mortgage rate projections, and this is the latest one to come out. As I send this to you in early June of 2021, this talks about, 2021 quarter 3 is the first one on this scale. And you can see that these projections are all in the high 3s. However, I've also seen a couple of reports come out in the last couple of days. Yahoo News did one recently. We're interviewing a bunch of people basically saying, hey, we could see 4% before the end of 21. So that's actually driving some people to act now and buy houses now. And so there you have it. And by the way, please, subscribe to my videos if you like my videos, and please share this with a friend. This is how I make a living, doing these videos and having people buy and sell houses in the Portland area. And if you want to buy or sell a house in another area in the country, I'm connected with top realtors all over the nation. So happy to refer you to an agent in that area. My information is right here on the screen. And thank you so much for watching these videos. I try to keep them coming out regularly. I get lots of nice comments. Always happy to answer your questions.